All
Sounds
right,
good.
it's 10 o'clock. I'd like to convene the Dartmouth Board of Public Works meeting for June 4th, 2025. This meeting is being recorded. Our members are participating remotely, and this is a virtual open meeting. So I'd like to start with a roll call. Mr. LaBelle,
Present.
Mr. Gagne.
Present.
Chair is present, so all members are present and accounted for. Our first order of business is to approve and accept warrants. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve and accept the warrants for bills payable period ending May 27 and June 2nd and 9th of 2025.
Do I have a second?
I second that motion.
So we have a motion by Mr. LaBelle, second by Mr. Gagne. Mr. LaBelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion is approved. Next item is to approve and accept payrolls.
Motion to approve and accept the payrolls for weeks ending May 24 and 31 of 2025.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. LaBelle, a second by Mr. Gagne. Mr. LaBelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion is approved. Next item is to go into executive session to discuss legality of state and federal grant compliance. Do I have a motion to
Wait.
recess?
Rob,
into-
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
before you do that, town council isn't on yet.
All right.
So they
Okay,
do have,
so we'll defer the executive session. We'll go straight into new business. Mr. Barber, item A.
all right. Okay, so item A, approved for a utility layer application for J. Dorenzo Company. So J. Dorenzo, they've actually worked in town before, but since we couldn't find their former application as a renewal, we brought them back as a new utility layer. They did send in their bonds, which we received today. And they also have a number of references. They have references from Stoughton, Massachusetts, Hingham, and Franklin for utility work in those towns. And they're proposing to do work at UMass Dartmouth, and they've actually historically done a lot of work at UMass Dartmouth with the new cafeteria and dormitories. And we did all the inspections for their work in the past, and they've always done good work. So I do recommend them as a utility layer.
All right, do I have any discussion from the board?
No.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the utility layer application of J. DiLorenzo Company.
No, J. Dorenzo.
Dorenzo, thank you.
Do I have a second?
Yeah.
Mr. Gagne, you are muted.
Sorry about that. I second the motion that's been made by Ron.
So we have a motion by Mr. LaBelle, second by Mr. Gagne. Mr. LaBelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Gagne?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Item A is approved. Item B is the director contract.
Well, Mr. Chairman, Brian Cruz, Assistant Town Council, has joined us.
Good morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Tim, I just saw your email, Tim. Did you not get my text?
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, I was finishing up another call. I apologize.
No worries, because we just pushed it off until you came in, so that's fine.
All right, we'll go back to executive session. Do I have a motion to recess to executive session to discuss legality of state and federal grant compliance?
Motion to recess to executive session.
Do I have a second?
Second that motion.
Excuse me, I have just lost No, there it is. Second by, I have a motion by Mr. LaBelle, second by Mr. Gagne. Mr. LaBelle, how do you vote?
Yes,
Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. We will recess our public meeting and go into executive session. For the record, I'd like to reconvene the Dartmouth Board of Public Works meeting of June 4th, 2025. We have just adjourned from executive session and we took no action in executive session. So I'll do a roll call of members again. Mr. Gagne,
yes.
Mr. LaBelle?
yes.
The chair is present, so we have a quorum. I believe we've gotten down to new business item B, which is the director's contract.
Yes.
Mr. LaBelle, did you have an opportunity to discuss this item with the current director?
I have, yes, and I think we're both in agreement that this is a good contract. It's fair. It spells out his duties and responsibilities, and I'm good with it.
All right, so the board has been provided a copy of the draft contract. Mr. Gagne, do you have any questions?
I don't. I have reviewed it. I have reviewed the edits that have been made, and I'm good with the contract as presented.
All right. Do I have, so this contract then, if I understand correctly, will be approved by this board and then forwarded to the select board because the contract is technically between the town and the Public Works Director.
That's correct.
But there are a few items, including salary, that are at the discretion of this board. All right. So do I have a motion?
I would make a motion that we would forward to the select board the contract as informed for the last attachment that was provided with our agenda materials for this meeting today.
I will second that.
So we have a motion by Mr. Gagne and a second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes,
Mr. LaBelle?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. Thank you all, and thanks for the work that went into this. I appreciate it. Mr. Barber, if the select board chooses to, or if you get any indication that they need to discuss this in any kind of detail, would you please let us know? And then, Mr. LaBelle, do you have the flexibility to attend a select board meeting on a Monday evening to discuss this?
sure, yes, depending on which Monday.
All right, so Tim, then this would be either something where the select board asks this board to attend as a board, or one of us, presumably Mr. LaBelle, would attend to represent the board. All right,
I'll work with the acting town administrator to schedule that and work out whether it would just be, if it would be a combined meeting, a joint meeting, or just a meeting with the select board and one member, Mr. LaBelle.
all right, thank you.
Can
Any other item, questions about this item?
Tim, the only thing on that is if they do have request a combined meeting, I'm going to be away the Monday, the 16th.
Okay. Noted. Thank you, Mike.
All right, moving on, item C, annual bids for Highway Phase 1.
All right, so annual bids for highway phase one. I'll go through, would you like to, we'll go through each one individually?
Yes, quickly, please.
Yeah, so for lubricants, Dennison Lubricants was the only bidder from Rhode Island Road in Lakeville, Massachusetts.
So, Mr. Chairman, could we have the director go through all of them with his recommendation, and then we
Yeah.
would take one vote on the recommendation of the director?
Yes, I think that's an appropriate
We
procedure.
can, so we can do it for each phase. Would that work?
Yeah, phase one,
Yes. Yep.
okay.
So, second, catch basins, manholes, concrete blocks, bricks, and cement. There were no bidders. Number 8, catch basins, manholes, and precast concrete. There were no bidders. Manhole ring and cover, number 9, catch basin frame and grate. Core and main, DBA Putnam Pipe, from 86 Elm Street, Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Number 10, plain and reinforced concrete storm drain pipe. There were no bidders. Number 11, PVC storm drain pipe, Everett J. Prescott Incorporated, 2 United Drive, West Bridgewater, Massachusetts. And number 12, traffic light repair, the South Coast Electric Company Incorporated, DBA Fortin Electrical Contractors, 970 Ashley Boulevard, New Bedford, Massachusetts. And all of the tabulations were attached as well for your reference.
Board members, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I would make the recommendation that those that were respondent to the request for bids and the director's recommendation based upon that we would approve.
Motion by Mr. Gagne. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes,
Mr. LaBelle, how do you vote?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. Item is approved. One question, Tim, for those items with no bidders, will you go out to bid again, or how do you propose to handle that?
So we handle it basically in-house. Any purchases below $5,000 aren't required for a purchase order. And if any purchases under $10,000, or actually any purchases between $10,000 and $50,000 require us to go out for three quotes. They're not required to be bid, so we can purchase that way if we need any of these structures.
Right. Okay, next item is new business D, annual bids, highway phase 2.
Okay, highway phase 2. Number 1, adjust, reset existing structures. I recommend Tasco Construction Incorporated, 19 Farm Road, West Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Number 3, stone sealed treated. I recommend All States Construction Incorporated, 325 Amherst Road, Sunderland, Massachusetts. And number 6, reclamation of town roads. Recommend Murray Paving and Reclamation Incorporated, 55 Whitney Street, Holliston, Massachusetts.
Board members, any questions?
Tabulations are included.
I'd make the motion that we accept the director's recommendation for the items identified in phase 2.
Do I have a second?
second,
Second by, motion by Mr. Gagne, second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes. Yes,
Mr. LaBelle?
yes,
Chair votes yes. Item is approved. Item E is approval of annual bids for water. Tim?
Number 1, fire hydrants. Recommend EJ Prescott Incorporated, 2 United Drive, West Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Water service materials. Recommend Core and Main, DBA Putnam Pipe, 86 Elm Street, Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Number 6, Type K Copper. Recommend EJ Prescott Incorporated, 2 United Drive, West Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Number 10, Waterworks Brass. Recommend Thai Sales Incorporated, 36 Hudson Road, Sudbury, Massachusetts. Number 12, Sewer Cleanout Ring and Cover. Recommend Ferguson Waterworks, 2 Whitman Road, Canton, Massachusetts. Number 13, Watertight Manhole Frame and Cover. Recommend Ferguson Waterworks, 2 Whitman Road, Canton, Massachusetts. Sodium hypochlorite. Recommend Borden and Remington Corp., 63 Water Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. And sodium hydroxide, 25%. Recommend Borden and Remington Corporation, 63 Water Street, Fall River, Massachusetts.
Board members, any questions? Do I have a motion to approve?
I make the motion that we accept the recommendations of the director as it relates to water, equipment, and materials.
I will second that.
I have a motion by Mr. Gagne, second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes,
Mr. LaBelle?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. Item is approved. Next is item F, approval annual bids for water pollution control. Tim?
So it's sodium hydroxide, 50%. I recommend Borden and Remington Corp., 63 Water Street, Fall River, Massachusetts.
Board members, any questions? Do I have a motion?
I would make the motion that we accept the recommendation of the director as it relates to water pollution control chemicals.
I will second that.
Motion by Mr. Gagne, second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes,
Mr. LaBelle?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. Item is approved. Next is item G, water well cleaning.
The water supply well cleaning. I recommend FG Sullivan Drilling Company, 394 Parker Road, Lancaster, Massachusetts.
Board members, any questions? Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we accept the recommendation of the director on the selection of water well cleaning services.
I will
Do I have a
second that.
second? I have a motion by Mr. Gagne and a second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes,
Mr. LaBelle?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. Item is approved. Item H, approval of award or reject RFP for maintenance repair modification.
So we had opened the proposal for this project to maintenance repair modification in asset management of water storage facility. We had one proposal and I opened the bid price with the assistant town administrator, and the bid price was higher than we have funding for. It was in excess of $2 million. So at this time, we would choose to reject, or recommend to reject this proposal and move forward with a new proposal.
All right, do you need an action from us on this, Tim?
Just a vote to reject the proposal.
All right, and who is the proposal from?
The proposal is from USG Water.
All right. Do I have a motion then?
I have a question. Tim, this is for the interior cleaning and refurbishment of the tanks on the tower?
Interior and exterior, cleaning, maintenance, and painting.
I remember we did one in Mattapoisett. It was $1.2 million. I thought that was expensive.
Yeah,
Over
right.
$1 million, my God, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Whew. Ron, I'm sure you remember having done that a few times up on.
yes,
Hatfield.
yes, I have.
Weren't talking numbers like that, were you? Things out of control.
Well, it's not an inexpensive process.
No, never has been, but it's just gone magnitudinally increases. Very limited companies that do that kind of work. I go with the director's recommendation that we reject this bid at this time.
I will
Motion,
second that.
A motion by Mr. Gagne, second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Mr. LaBelle?
Yes,
Chair votes yes. The bid is rejected. Any other items for action, Tim?
No, sir.
All right, so we're to the director's update.
Yep. So just a, quick update. We had town meeting yesterday and, it was quite lengthy with some discussion for different topics. Not many questions on for DPW. There were a couple questions on one line item and the percentage of increase in the highway division. And as you know, a lot of our increases this year were due to vehicle maintenance that we've been overexpending in years past. So to be fiscally responsible, we figured we'd bring those line items to meet what we've been expending and try to balance our operation budget. So while we did reduce other line items to try to balance, the budget, we still had some increases. So, other than that, we had a minimal number of capital improvement projects on the warrant due to any general fund projects. They like to look at what we have in the fall for surplus cash to award. So we had 2 items that were awarded, 3 items that were one for solid waste and recycling, which was refurbishment of a existing truck, and then the other 2, there was a SCADA for water pollution control and a new vehicle for water pollution control. So our water budget is drained due to the purchasing the amount of water that we purchased from the city this year. So we couldn't actually afford capital. And we're looking in the fall for hopefully better results and move forward with all the rest of our capital requests for this year. All of our budgets were approved, and the town budget was also approved.
All right, any other items? Board members, the Buzzards Bay Coalition has requested that we send out a letter to the people who are eligible for the Connect to Protect program. It's simply to encourage them to take a look at the program. You'll recall we are part of that program for a couple of reasons. One is the town did vote some financial support, and the department, this board voted to reduce connection fees under certain circumstances. So with your concurrence, I'll work with the director, and the director will send that letter out.
And we're just to update the board there. We have been working with the BBC in correspondence with a couple. We already have a couple applicants for this project, and there are a couple applicants already working on hooking up the sewer.
The only thing I would add to that, Tim, is that the Massachusetts Department of Revenue has a state income tax form. I believe it's form SC1, standing for sewer credit. And that expenses associated with the connection, including their betterments, or if they have betterments, is a direct credit off of what they pay in taxes. It's not a deduction, it's a credit. Very beneficial when we did the Lake Nokichoke project. Last time I checked, they still had it. You ought to look and see if you can locate that form, and you could send it with the letter.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They have a very good explanation of what you can put in for. And it's basically money that the homeowner puts out. They get the money back in the form of a reduction in their state income taxes.
well,
That is great.
Well, I've learned something new today.
Yeah,
Something
that's a
very
good one.
positive. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
That is
Um,
great information.
So any other board members, any other items?
And send it to each of you. I'll look it up on my computer and see if I can send it.
Okay,
Okay,
great. Thank you, Mike.
right. Any other items? Anything you'd like to have at our next meeting? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
It just, Bob, just before we adjourn, one of the things that I would like to get from the billing entity that sends out the water and sewer bills is I'd like to get a number from them on how many residential water and sewer bills go out so that we can have a handle on just, how many are participating in the water and sewer system in our community.
I can definitely work on that. You may know that our utility billing clerk had resigned, and we're currently using other staff to keep everything moving while we work on interviewing and hiring a new staff. But I can probably get this from the acting superintendent as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I will second that.
Motion by Mr. Gagne, second by Mr. LaBelle. Mr. Gagne, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. LaBelle?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you.